What's going on, guys? It's the Bag of Tricks here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my ACL injury and give you guys a little 1-year update since the injury I suffered last ski season and let you know where I'm at in the recovery, how I'm doing, what it's like in the day-to-day life, what it's like when I'm playing sports, what it's like when I'm skiing. Just give you an update on all of those things because I know when I tore my ACL, the very first thing I thought, other than how bad it hurt and all of that, once all of that kind of chilled out and I had time to think about it, my main concern was how am I gonna feel a year from now, 2 years from now? How am I going to feel? So hopefully this video gives you guys some insight for anybody that has just suffered this or anybody that is currently going through the recovery. I wish I had something like this to watch and kind of get me stoked for the recovery process. But before today's video gets started, I just want to talk about today's sponsor, a common theme this summer. Today we are once again brought to you by Built Bar. They make delicious, delicious protein bars, 18 flavors. Today we got double chocolate. I mean, there's so many flavors, I'm losing track of them in my mind, but 18 flavors, delicious texture, barely any calories in these bad boys. Like I've said before, 130 calories, 17 grams of protein in this guy. I mean, that's gluten-free, guilt-free, and they taste delicious. Every single one I've had so far has tasted delicious. Let's see if double chocolate lives up to the hype. I'm super excited about this one. Oh yeah. It lives up to the hype. Definitely lives up to the hype. So as I've gone through this recovery, I was in the gym a lot. The best way to recover from long, hard gym sessions is protein. Unfortunately, my diet didn't really give me enough protein, so I was pounding the protein shakes during this recovery, and I didn't really like it, man. I don't really like protein shakes, so I wish I had Built Bar along for the ride during my recovery because they are delicious. They're quick, they're easy. You can pack them, you can bring them wherever you want to go. Quick, easy snack, boom, get the protein you need and get on the road to recovery. I think everybody that is going through physical therapy for some type of injury needs to get protein in their body to help them recover. What better way of getting the protein intake you need to help you recover than a delicious protein bar? Check out Built Bar. Use this code to get 10% off your next order. Link will be down below in the description. All right, so last February, I was doing this trick that you're seeing here, cork 720 on skis. I did one a week after this clip. I came up a little bit short. I landed a little bit back seat. And the second I hit the ground, I knew that I did something seriously wrong to my knee. What ended up happening is I tore my ACL completely and I blew up both sides, my lateral and medial side of my meniscus in my right knee. So good old fashioned blown knee. Fast forward about a month later and I got my surgery. They used my quadriceps tendon to do the ACL repair and I was on my road to recovery. So early recovery, just like anything else, is super, super slow. A lot of icing, painkillers, a lot of tiny little exercises as you progress. Again, smaller and smaller exercises. Eventually was able to put weight on it about 6 weeks post-op, I think. It was a long time and it sucked to be on crutches for that long, but made it through that, and then I got into my real physical therapy. I wasn't going that many times a week, and that worried me. I think at first it was once a week, and then it became like once every other week. Eventually, they sent me to a soccer-specific physical therapy program, and even though I wasn't trying to get back to soccer, I do play soccer, and I did want to get back to soccer, but my main focus was to get back to skiing. I figured doing a athlete-specific, sports-specific PT program would be more beneficial than just like getting back to everyday life PT programs. I went into that and about 3 to 4 sessions in, I was like, this facility doesn't have enough for me to really progress in my physical therapy. So in comes my brother. This is probably, I don't know what month this was in, but he is a physical therapist. Follow him on Instagram here. We just said pretty much screw it to the insurance covered physical therapy. Let's just go do it ourselves in a gym. And so we started hitting the gym 3 to 4 days a week, and that's what I did from July to the beginning of the ski season, which was late December. So that is how I handled my physical therapy. That's how it went. When we would go to the gym those 3 to 4 days a week, it was a lot of strength training. It was a mixture of strength training, increasing my flexibility, agility training, and just whatever we could think of, honestly, that would try to recreate some type of skiing situations. It was a lot of work. If you're not willing to put the work in, I mean, you're not gonna recover the way you want to. He pushed me a lot, and I pushed myself a lot because I wanted to get back on skis. I wanted to be the skier that I was before injuring myself, and that was my ultimate goal. So I had that target of late December in my mind, which would be about 9 months. And let's talk about what happened when we hit that mark, when ski season began, my first day on skis. So ski season started off super rough. It started at the end of December, and the very first time I skied, I crashed, and I thought I wasn't gonna ski for the rest of the year. That's how bad it hurt. The crash was tiny, it was nothing, but it hurt so bad. I thought I retore stuff in my knee. I was panicked. I was like, ski season's not gonna happen. There's no way.
All right, I'm gonna hit it.
I rested up, I iced up, and then I decided to take it super slow and just see how I felt over time. I was wearing my brace. I wore my brace all throughout ski season. Yeah, I just took it super gradually. I mean, it was like 4 extra months of physical therapy, but I was skiing for my physical therapy. I was skiing quite a bit, and I noticed every single time I went out, I felt a little bit stronger, a little bit more confident. And by the end of the year, which was March, and about 1 year on the dot to my surgery, I was feeling like the skier I used to be, and I had the confidence that I used to have, and I was doing new tricks, landing some of the hardest tricks I've learned in the past. I wasn't hitting big jumps. That's something I'm saving for next year, but it was a slow grind back to get to be able to ski at all, and it was just as slow of a grind to get back to, okay, I can ski groomers, to, all right, I want to be able to do these tricks that I used to do. Super slow, and that would be my suggestion for anybody out there coming back to a rigorous sport like skiing or soccer or anything. Take it slow. My knee was definitely noticeably more sore than it was in the past, and I lacked the explosion that I once had, but at the end of the day, my knee didn't prevent me from having the ski season I wanted to have. That was the overall goal for this first year of recovery, is to be able to have a ski season that I wanted to have, and that's what happened. So what is everyday life like? You know, I really am not affected by my knee at all in everyday, day-to-day life. Walking up and down stairs is fine. You know, if I start to run without warming up, I might notice it a little bit, but it's not anything too crazy. Crouching down, I do notice it a bit, but honestly, I've always had issues crouching down with my knees, so that's nothing new. But yeah, day-to-day life, there's like no pain. I mean, it's really feels like my old knee. There's nothing I can really notice, so that is an absolute blessing. Obviously, getting back to skiing was a whole nother beast than getting back to day-to-day life. But the fact that I put in so much work to get back to skiing definitely contributes to the fact that now in my day-to-day life, it doesn't bother me at all. So even if you're not coming back to an extreme sport like I was, or any sport at all, it's still so important to grind your ass off in the gym during your recovery. The thing I want to get across, the main point I want to get across to you guys, is a year later, it's not holding me back from doing the things I love, and it's not holding me back from being the athlete that I want to be. And that, I think, is the most important thing of all, out of everything. If you want to hear any good news about what it's like a year after that injury, that surgery, that recovery, it's that it's not holding me back from being the athlete I want to be. And I'm convinced that next ski season, I will be able to become the best skier, the best version of skier that I've ever been. And you know, that's something I wasn't sure of when I got hurt. I didn't know what my ski life would look like a year later, a couple years later. Would this prevent me from pushing myself in the sport? And so far, the answer is absolutely not. It's not preventing me from that at all. So hopefully this video gives you guys hope. Hopefully it gets you stoked for your own recovery. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, drop them down below, and I'll be sure to get to them. Thank you for watching. Peace.